Welcome everybody to another edition, essentially the day 5 of the ESL India Premiership. Summer season's going on, the Master League's on our heads, literally. So many teams trying to vie for the top spot here. And in this day 5 of the things happening here, first of all, a huge shout out to our esteemed sponsors, owned by HP, Intel and HyperX. And of course, all this hullabaloo is presented to you by ESL and Nordwind Gaming. I'm your host, Wagish Godsley, and joining me in the studio today for the first game of the day is none other than our very own analyst in-house, Angela.
I should give a drum roll to this, like a total drum roll for this. Alright, it's getting very hot in Gurgaon, I think, but I think ESL India Premiership is also getting heated up day by day. It's day 5. How excited are you?
Okay.
Just okay?
Yeah,
Just okay.
I mean, another day in the life of an esports person.
Yeah, that's true.
Like people tell me, oh my god, dude, you're like into gaming, you're into esports and shizzles, and I'm like, okay. Okay, cool, man. Sure, you like it, sure. Because you become used to it. It's like any other job after a point.
Yeah, you don't get to play that much.
That's the sad part. Like, I mean, people who believe that we're into esports and we play throughout the day, they should only look at Manoj Super Excel Gold. Now, moving on, we have a Clash Royale game in the offing, which is going to be played between Mukul 8-bit Aanchal and Saif Patel. So let's, without further ado, take a look at the first player here, Mukul 8-bit Aanchal. Okay then, 8-bit Mukul. I wonder when he will progress to 16-bit, maybe after the summer league or the summer season for that point of matter. But, Angela?
Yes?
क्या राय है आपकी 8-bit Mukul के बारे में?
Chalo Mukul, to anyway, in the December, he won the winter season. He is a top contender for the ESL India Premiership, and he's played the game from 2016. He also loves the Hog Rider card. It's his favorite card as of now. And today, he's looking to beat his opponent, Saif. So let's have a look at Saif before I tell you more about this guy.
Please, Saif. Okay, I have zero idea how old this kid is, but this kid facing off against the biggies in the Master League is a huge win for the ESL India Premiership. In fact, Angie, you were going to continue with?
Yes, I find all the players in Clash Royale this year much younger than most of the contenders of the other games that we have in store for people. Saif is, of course, a player from Bharuch. He is from Gujarat, and he's a Patel. So, cheers to you. I'm from Gujarat myself. And his favorite card is the Three Musketeers. He loves to play that card. This is his first game, of course, in the ESL India Premiership summer season. And talking about Mukul a little bit more, he has played already one game against Arpan, but he took a heavy loss over there against Arpan with a 0-3 score for himself. So, today he's here to kind of make sure that he holds his defensive ground on that crown that he got placed on himself in the winter season finale. These two players have also decided to give out 2 bans, as discussed in the format of the ESL India Premiership. So let's have a look at what they've decided to ban for today. I'm hoping that the barrel gets banned, and it's going to be the Goblin barrel getting banned off there by Saif Patel.
And Three Musketeers from Mukul Aanchal.
Yeah. Saif's favorite card is Three Musketeers, and he's fared really well in the 2017 season using that card. So a very interesting ban coming in there from Mukul, much needed, because if Saif gets that head start, I think Mukul needs to be a little careful. And after his first game in the ESL India Premiership, I think he wants to play his cards very soon.
Yeah, I wonder why the Hog Rider didn't get banned, considering it's Mukul's favorite card there.
Well, the Hog is a very situational card also. If you play against a Hog Rider, you know really how to counter him at some point. Like, it's not like the Golem or the Three Musketeers where you're investing a lot of elixir. So I think Saif knows how to play really well against the Hog Rider card, and that's why he decided that it's okay if I don't do it. But like we saw yesterday, Mukul did play out, I don't know which player was it. Yesterday we did see a game where the Goblin barrel, Camille, was against Sushil, I think. And Sushil played the Goblin Barrel card and the Goblin Gang. So the Goblin is in the meta this time for the Clash Royale session. So that's why they're very worried about playing against the Goblins.
Alrighty then. So let's quickly head off into the game and see what's in store for us. Gautam Virkaholic Virk, my magnetic royal giant, the gentle giant of Clash Royale and Nodwin Gaming, is going to be casting this game. So over to you, buddy.
All right, thank you so much, Vakish, for that amazing intro, and thank you, Zara, for breaking down these two players for the crowd here. We have 8-bit Mukul, who is the champion of last year's winter finale that happened in Delhi, and Saif, who's actually been a strong contender throughout the year. So this is, by the way, not any one-sided map. This is going to be a great match today, and I'm excited to be casting this match. Right off the bat, we see 8-bit Mukul actually going for the giant, and yeah, 2 knights and the giant. That's the build he's going for. Saif has made some changes there. You can see that he has the golem and the missile and the nado. It's going to be quite an interesting matchup here. Now Giant taking one of the few hits, but collecting everything using the nado. A nice cleanup, by the way, right there. He's done a great job at holding off this push. And joining me today, just walking in here, we have Manoj Super Gola, who's my favorite co-caster.
What up, what up?
Yes, so quite an exciting day here for us casters. We have last year's winner facing off against Saif. Saif, who's been a strong contender, as I was saying. All right, that was quite a baby disaster there. Actually, one of the capture cards wire got pulled, and we lost the feed almost instantly. And we were thinking up here, what is going on? Because I could not see anything. But it's okay. We've made that was a very quick turnaround also. Good job, Manoj, for finding the problem. What has happened there? Could you give us a little info on what exactly happened?
So basically all I did was pull one cable out and plug it back in.
Was it switched off? Oh, interesting. Anyways, problems fixed. Let's hope it doesn't come back again. Otherwise, you'll have to switch that decimator altogether. Here we're getting to see the beginning part of the game again. We've already spoken about both the players here. You can see the banned cards also. The Three Musketeers is banned. This Three Musketeers have been banned actually throughout the tournament so far. I think only one day went by where we didn't see a Three Musketeer ban. So it's quite interesting to see that over and over again. What are your thoughts on the Double Knight Giant build?
So I haven't experienced that, I haven't played against that since a long time, because the only time I played it was once when I was in the 4100 trophy range, and I got completely destroyed by it, so I really hate it, so I'd rather not talk about it.
Alright, let's not talk about that. Lot of cheap units on the field there. Now the thing is, with such three big expensive units that he has and a poison, he's of course complementing his deck with a lot of cheap cards where he can kind of just light up the floor with all these units. Interesting card on Saif's end is also the missile, which is his go-to card, I guess, to either finish the game or get things done, or if he sees a push that is unstoppable. Here we go, finally the golem being revealed, but instantly an aggressive push on the other lane. What can Saif do? I'm very interested in seeing what he's trying to do here. That's quite a late reaction by the way.
There's not much Saif can do there. Like, he already let go of his golem and Mukul just saw the opportunity and started pushing. And yeah, like he just lost his star in an instant, because that's how much damage the Darkens and the can do, especially when the damage is completely.
And now Saif is all in on the right hand side, and he needs to get this tower instantly, which he will be able to take, and it's a good terrain, and he still has a couple of minutes left.
Aggressive golem!
Golem right in the face with skeleton, armored skeletons for the standby. This is going to be a aggressive. A lot of units being taken down thanks to the lock. And remember, the push on the right is still going on. The baby dragon is still attacking the main tower. This has been quite an all-in push there by Saif. Now comes the part where he needs to defend. Does not have login rotation, but has.
But he does have the tornado and the darkness, and combined together those two cards will be very significant of what he can do.
Poison coming out, getting some damage done, but Mukul has taken a lot of damage on his side already. Can he hold off?
I really doubt it, because Saif has a huge elixir advantage and he already has creeps on the board. But of course, if he defends this very bad, and as I said that he uses a tornado really well, because he just got for a 3 elixir tornado, right? He got the value equivalent to an 8 elixir tornado. He got the giant, he got the bats, and he got the torpedoes.
Yes, now both the knights are hitting the golem right there. Before the golem is on, maybe they'll get a couple of shots in. Yes, they do get a couple of shots in. There's a lot of units towards the side.
And I think Saif got this one. He has the rocket.
Yes, the rocket finally comes out and taking this game in his favor. This is a great show of strength by Saif. He's saying, dude, I don't care how many LAN events you have won. I am here to win. And I'm here to rule. And Mukul, not off to a great start. He's actually lost his first game also. This is the second game.
Well, it was a pretty close game, right?
That game was very close.
I couldn't find many mistakes with either player. It's just that I think Saif had just better time.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Mukul, even with the stock deck, I think those Nados absolutely destroyed a lot of his push potential. All the units that he had, that he was backing up with, absolutely destroyed by the Nado and Baby Dragon combo.
If only Mukul had a little more patience before releasing his first golem, right? Before revealing that he had a golem, maybe things would have been different. But Saif just saw the timing, just saw the opportunity. And
Saif had the golem, Mukul had the giant. Mukul lost the first game.
All right.
You're confusing between the two.
Yes, I am.
Even though they look like, brothers.
Either way.
Game 2 in the horizon right now, and it seems like Saif is now switched to the Double Knight build here. It's this build is getting far too popular for my liking, by the way, because a single mistake can cost you the game, because the DPS that the two knights break, it's just next level. Yes, it's a double knight. It's a double knight build. He now Mukul has the Nado. He has the right kit to defend against this. So I'm gonna be quite interesting to see. And there you go, the Nado.
Look at the value, dude. Look at the value.
Yes, that's a lot of value. And the giant barely crossed the half, like he barely crossed the river. Actually.
And the executioner himself suffered almost no damage.
Yes, nice placements of the bats. Actually, individually, it's impossible for him to hit those bats. He does have the executioner in rotation, but he needs to put down the ice column to distract the Dark Knight there, so he can actually individually target. He's pulling him in, activating the count tower. Wow, these are great moves, by the way. And he might take a hit. No, he doesn't take a hit on the left hand side. A big push coming on the right now. Hog Rider will be able to take down 2 hits there. Yes, he does. Good value.
Good value. Really good value. That's 1394 HP. That's a lot of HP lost.
And this, remember, this is after the nerfs that we have seen that has come on the Hog Rider, by the way.
Yeah, he takes. If any of you guys haven't read the patch notes, the change that was made to Hog Rider was that he would take a little bit extra time for his first attack.
Yes. His first attack is a little slower than usual. Anyways, double elixir time is just about to start now, and this is where the things will get really intense.
This is when Saif is going to start coming out with his huge pushes, but Mukul is going to do just more of the same with his hog pokes, with his...
He actually got 2 hits.
Whoa.
He actually got 2 hits, and now you'll see the Nado coming out with the executioner. Maybe he's holding on to it. No, he finally throws that away, and executioner absolutely, paying his bills on time.
Bombast defense.
He has the best credit score out of FC1. Here comes the double knight push. We have the skeletons holding them back immediately. Lot of defensive units being thrown out. However,
the executioner is still alive, still doing his job.
But executioner is not hitting what he needs to hit right now, and these knights are on the loose, but quickly taken care of. Now I think a Hog Rider will be able to close this game. Pushes a nice golem in front for tanking purposes, and
Mukul has got this in the bag.
Mukul has closed it. One more hit. Yes, it does. Mukul showing why he's the #1,
and he's used his favorite card against him.
Yes, he did. And Mukul now showcasing his skills as far as the Nado goes, and he's absolutely done a great job there. Mukul evening up the game. 1-1 is the score right now. And what are your thoughts overall, looking at both the play styles and seeing how things are going? What are your thoughts on Clash Royale in general? Or forget that, what are your thoughts on life?
Live and let die. Yeah, classic James Bond. That's my thoughts on life in general. So coming back to the game though, like Mukul, right? He's been shown to have a lot of decks up his sleeve, right? He's used quite a few decks even in the last era of the ESL India Premiership as well, and I think he's the one Masters player with the most variety of decks that we've seen. He's been using everything from golems to crossbows to bridge spams to hog cycle decks, and he was one of the first people to use one of the newer cards in the Masters.
Yes, he was. So very versatile player, as you said. And it's always something to look out for. Mukul now is actually changing to a balloon deck. And balloons actually on both sides. Saif's gone for Lava Loon, whereas Mukul is looking for a Inferno Loon. So it's going to be quite interesting. Inferno will definitely help him out. A big push coming on the left instantly. Going for a counter attack there.
It's going to get 2 hits off onto the tower, and it's going to be devastating.
2 hits off the tower.
3 hits! Not even 2! That tower is gone. That tower is
gone. The laser, the Inferno Dragon finally comes on the right. He should be able to stop. No. He does. He'll still be able to have the tower survive by the end of it. By the way, Mukul showing why he's #1.
Mukul #1.
Yes. Inferno Dragon alive at like 0.01 health. You can't even see his health bar, by the way.
It's just a half a zap away.
Yeah.
There we go. Wait, was that zap from Mukul or from Saif?
It was, I have no idea. He didn't need to use it.
It was from Mukul.
There we go.
So all Mukul has to do right now is keep defending the right tower as much as he can. It only has 1000 HP left, which means Saif will be able to chip it quick.
Yeah.
But if Mukul is able to cycle his cards fast enough and keep Saif out of the loop, and that's game 2 for him.
Yeah. Mukul held on to a few of his cards for quite some time, thinking what he wants to do. He knows Saif has a zap in rotation, and Saif will just about now, when the full damage potential of the Inferno, he actually let it go. He didn't use the zap. Is he playing? Is he focusing on defense, I'm guessing?
No. So the balloon was going towards the tombstone anyway. So he thought even if he uses his zap to save his balloon from the Inferno Dragon, right?
Yeah.
Eventually it's going to die without even getting one hit off on the top.
Yeah, finally the balloon combo comes in again. You can clearly see balloon kind of going in a different direction altogether. That's because balloon targets the closest building, and this is a lot of units now knocking at the door of Mukul, but Mukul defending very well.
We're seeing fireballs flying everywhere. We're seeing tombstones.
Mukul just needs to survive 10 more seconds. I think this is good game. Actually, Mukul pushing out a good game before his opponent. Actually, this is borderline BM actually.
It's friendly BM.
Yeah, it's a little friendly BM. Mukul finally taking game 2 now in the lead. Mukul is where he belongs.
In the lead.
Yes. I love this. I love how our commentary goes whichever direction needs to go. We are not biased. We are only biased towards the winner. So if Saif was winning, we'd be like, oh, Mukul is not number 1 anymore. Saif is number 1.
I mean, if this was, if we were casting Dota 2 or CSGO, just because there are 10 players in the game, right?
Yeah.
We'd have to side with somebody because we just cannot be friends with all 10 of them.
Yeah.
But in Clash Royale, there's just 12 masters.
Yes.
So we are actually all friends.
Yes. Are you still part of the Clash Royale Masters group?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's a place I don't want to be.
It's a place that sometimes makes me wish that I wasn't a part of, because I have a very low sounding notification for the WhatsApp group, right?
Yeah.
But it still manages to wake me up because they just spam it like 600 times in one night. 600 messages in one night, man.
Very active community of these 12 kids actually. And if Manoj, if you can enlighten us, what is the average age of this the Masters League right now?
16, 17 or 18.
That is quite young.
The average age is definitely below the legal age of India.
Well, legal age for drinking
is 25 in Haryana, which is atrocious, by the way.
Is this different in your state?
I think it's 21 in my state.
Well, we're clearly living in the wrong state.
Yeah, we should move the studio down to Hyderabad.
Yeah, everyone wants that. They like move it to Bombay, move it to Hyderabad. Someone like move it to Bangalore.
Nobody's like move it to Bangalore. Nobody wants to go to Bangalore.
So, game 4, and my palms are already sweaty.
It's all the excitement, and it's not because we switched off the AC.
Yes. Now the thing is, we've kind of seen this build now. There's been some changes to it. He has balloon. He has a Sparky. What is going on in this game right now? I have no idea.
Okay, so in this game, right, Mukul is...
Enlighten us.
So Mukul has a disadvantage when you consider sheer matchup. But if just in case Mukul is able to trick Saif into letting go of his golem at a wrong time, that would spell the end for Saif's round right here. It would be 3-1 in favor of Mukul, and we can just go on to the next game in the Premiership. But that shouldn't happen, because Saif.
Here you go. Look at that timing. He's put down a 8 elixir golem, and immediately a big push coming on the right, and he only has. What does he have to defend? He has nothing. He could use a Nado, but that would not help the cause. And this push is now knocking at his door. Princess Tower on the right, helping out a little bit, and finally Sparky coming out. He's gonna do a crap load of damage.
It's okay. It's on the internet.
It's okay. I'm getting ready to be responsible individual. And I've never seen Sparky do so much damage. He absolutely destroyed that golem.
So that's 3 hits.
Golemites will be going away also. And Sparky showing why he's number 1.
Well, up until now I thought an Inferno Dragon or an Inferno Tower or minions or something is the best defense against Golem, but
it's a Sparky is by far the best.
Oh, he's pulling the Sparky in, and Sparky got off one hit off onto the Golem, which splashed onto the tower.
Sparky is going ham up in this mother brother. This is crazy. Balloon has actually made it across. He's doing damage. Sparky also takes a hit. So this was savage.
11 hits coming out of the Sparky. That is insane value. Insane value. And 20 seconds left. I think Mukul's got this.
I think Mukul was just playing with us, with our emotions. He's absolutely destroyed his opponent. Saif has no answer to this. He has Nado. What he's gonna use now? Look, he just nukes them all together. Sparky's on the floor. Sparky is gonna. Good thing Sparky doesn't do splash damage on himself also, because that would have been horrible. This is 3-1 in favor of Mukul. Quite a strong performance coming in after the first loss.
Yeah, this is quite reminiscent of the last finale, right? Winter finale. He lost one of the first.
He was coming out of the losers
bracket. He went into the loser bracket. He just started winning right there. I think he's got some of Charlie in him, like Charlie Sheen, Tiger's Blood.
Yeah.
#winning.
Yes.
So why don't you say something nice about our sponsors and give me enough time to go back down to production? What do you say?
Sure. Let's do that. By the way, we would like to take this time to thank our sponsors, Omen by HP, Intel, HyperX, and also Red Bull. You don't get to see a lot of them. Red Bull has been doing a lot for esports for the last couple of years, and they help us out a lot. So it's quite exciting to have them on board with us for the Premiership. And here we got to see why Mukul is #1. And this was it from us. I will pass it back to Angela and Vagish, who are sitting in this awesome AC studio and we're showing off their great magnetic personalities there. Okay, take care guys. Thank you so much. I am out for today. Enjoy some Counter-Strike and Dota 2 after this. Take care guys. Bye bye.
Welcome back everybody to the studio section of the ESL India Premiership 2018 Masters League going on in the summer season right about now, and what we just witnessed was Mukul 8-bit Archer wreaking havoc and winning the scene with a 3-1 scoreline.
I mean, these two players were a treat to watch. I have to commend Mukul for this gameplay. He was brilliant. He was just brilliant. The first game, Saif and him went head on. They both took each towers, 1-1 each. And I was like, wow, these guys are really battling this out so beautifully well. They played the Dark Prince, they played the Prince, the Spear Goblins came out, the Goblin Gang came out, and it was brilliant.
Everything came out.
Everything to balance that deck was beautiful. But after that, it was like Mukul just suddenly, you know, like, he was like, okay, let's go God mode or something like that. And in the fourth game, let's talk about the third game first, because they all were exciting games for me. The third game was the balloon and the lava combination, and he played this beautiful Inferno Dragon to counter both these cards. And I don't know how he knew that Saif is going to play a card which will get countered completely by his Inferno Dragon. He didn't take it in the first two games, but in the third game he picked that card, which is something that I never really expected. And then the fourth game we saw that Mukul completely went all out. He took all the big elixir cards. He didn't really keep much of defense, but then I saw him use a Sparky, which is actually a very aggressive card to play as a defensive card against a golem, and that is something I haven't really seen before played by Mukul. And I think he's really grown from the times winter has ended, because I've seen this guy play a lot. He's very versatile with his decks, but today he kind of proved that you can use any big elixir card even as a defensive card. And I mean, hats off to him. Saif went completely into defensive mode by the game 4. He had got the lava, he got the rocket, he got the tornado just to hold his towers. But Mukul was like, you know what? You got the defense, I've got the best
I came in
aggressive.
like a wrecking ball.
And Saif is known to be this really defensive player. And Mukul today has shown me that he's a very aggressive player and he doesn't really care to, you know, think out of the box and just play something that will just revamp the whole game for him.
Alrighty then, so we will be taking a short commercial break here. On the other side we have Counter-Strike Global Offensive lineup, so don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.